touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action, here's Willis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. The Bears at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll take this across the 25 before going.
Complete to Najee Harris. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Barber on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On second down, Barber. And some room to work. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Steps away to his left.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
That's out to Chubb, complete. Touchdown, Bears! Nick Chubb, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make our score of 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. "38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Chubb on the counter. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A 3rd and 2, here's Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. To the air on first down, here's Willis. Flush to his right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now this time, Willis throwing it.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 76 yards.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Steps away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Willis eluding the pressure right.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now Willis to throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now Willis on 3rd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the 2nd half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. On the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now Murray off play action. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Bears 10. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Willis looking to throw on first down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Willis with another keeper. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Willis throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Willis on the option to the right.
The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it, being able to see the open field?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Swim.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes.
And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Jameson Williams,
57 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And award that sack to Boogie Basham. He was was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. This will be dumped off to Barber. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Murray going to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Meanwhile, Murray's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Murray now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Back to throw it, Murray. And he's got it. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Murray now. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
24. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Browns drive about to get started. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And incomplete on the deep ball. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots.